As an overview for the RMS administration program, from the main menu, click on Admin. Let's first go into Customers. You can sort by any of these columns by clicking on the column name. It puts it in alphabetical order. I want to go ahead and go to the Nordstroms. Okay, you've got 5 different Nordstroms listed here. So this is a full list of the different retailers that we're currently trading with. Not to say that we cannot add. We add retailers all the time. So we would just need mapping and EDI specifications in order to get them set up. Going into Nordstrom Canada Domestic, on this first tab here, we've got price code type. We've got A through E. So these are the first 5 price code types which it correlates with the item setup. So I will bring that back into the conversation in a minute. Allow back orders. If this box is checked and you have shipped an order that they ordered 20 pieces, you're only shipping 15, our system will automatically create a back order, which is a copy of the order with only the back order information left. If you do not ship back orders, by all means uncheck this and our system will not create that extra record. Or you can set it up by retailer if you allow back orders or not. Next, going into the EDI stores, this is the store listing that's on the Nordstrom website. So for store 830, it ships to 868. The reason why this is important, Nordstrom's does not send the ship to information on the actual order. So our system can look at this cross-reference table and say, okay, any orders that come in from Nordstrom, customer number 462, this store will go to 868. So it's very, very helpful. The EDI ship to listing is also the ship to addresses. So here's your 868 addresses. This EDI ship to settings tab, make sure that this is checked, this box, update EDI ship to during EDI receive. When to update ship tos, I usually recommend when the ship to is either zeros or blank, so D. Department terms, you can set up different defaults so that when you receive the purchase order, anything coming in for this customer number, this department number, will have certain fields automatically populated, like your terms are 30 days. The remit to is this one and not this one. Remit to is very important. Ship from, this helps with your labels. You can have multiple ship from addresses. And then here's additional information if you give a discount on each and every order for this department number. You can fill in the information here, allowance, charges. Okay, also other default data such as vendor number, MIC and group code. This is something that you would only know to fill in once you test with this retailer. I know Nordstrom's does not require either of these. Terms, days, you can fill in, of course, your carrier. Any of these dots here brings up the lookup table. You can change it to whichever carrier. Carrier charges, this is a good one also, because a lot of these are just the EDI fields that would not come over on the 850 but is required to go back out on the 856, 810. All right. Other defaults you don't have to worry about at this point in time. We have it there for future changes. Okay, so leaving out of customers, we're going to go into items. Here you can set up multiple items, one at a time here. There is an import so that you can import your UPCs and descriptions and so forth. However, this is a pretty cool tool if you are in need of a system to calculate your UPC numbers for you. In utilities, you've got the setting of your UCCID or GS1 number, which is the prefix of your UPC number. And then from there, it takes a sequential number. If you just click on the little gear, it'll generate the UPC number with a check digit. So in this case, your UCC ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes in order. 65 is the next number, and then the check digit is calculated, which is a 0. You can fill in your item number, description, any of this information here. Price type 1, this is what correlates to the retailer setup. So if all of the Nordstroms, you've got a price of $12. All of Macy's, let's say, is price type 2 and it's $11.50. You give special pricing. So for the Nordstrom customer setup, you would have price type A, which correlates to the number 1. And then for all of the Macy's, let's say, it would be B, that correlates to number 2 here. So how this works is when you actually receive in a PO, it looks at your different prices and anything for any of the Nordstroms, and let's say that they've got the order showing $11 and it's $12 here, the error report will generate and say, hey, they're sending in an order for $11, but it's supposed to be $12. You might want to contact the retailer. It does not stop the PO from coming in. So even if this is wrong, it just notifies you via a report saying, hey, this is different. All right. EDI tab, a lot of this information, if you're going to be sending either an 832 direct to the retailer or to Intertrade or GXS, a lot of this information is required. Or for the 846, your quantity in stock. That's basically more, the .coms are using quantity in stock so that they know how many you have on hand at any given time. And again, a lot of this information you can upload. EDI other, just some different information. Contract pricing, you can set this up so that customer number 9, regular Nordstrom, they get a special price of $10.75. So you can definitely set up any of this information here. The weight is very important, size, cube, especially if you're going to be using our system to calculate the total weight for any order. This is an each weight. So for one of these UPCs, what is its weight? Size would be 12 by 12 by 12, let's say. Cube has to do with the 753 document, which, like JCPenney's or Cabela's, different ones require this information for routing. So you can set up the cube of what this one UPC, what the cube is for it, so that it can calculate, our system can calculate that out for you, so you don't have to manually do that. Alright, so that is your items. Lastly, I just want to briefly go into set system defaults. In here, you want to make sure if you're going to be printing out any kind of packing slip from within RMS, go ahead and just fill in your company information here. Alright, and that basically is the overview of admin.